The last few weeks, I've been selling a lot of summer products, including those planters. A client wrote me back wanting a second planter, and I was sold out. Here's my process to go from pallet wood to planters in about 45 minutes. I start by taking out wood from my stash of pallet wood. I use a metal detector to make sure there's no more nails, screws, or staples left in the wood. Those are going to ruin the blades of your planer. Alright, everything is good, ready to go through the planer. Once the wood has been planed, I cut it to length with my mitre saw. I use a stop block to cut everything without having to measure. I start by cutting the 8 pieces for the legs. Each leg uses two 21-inch pieces. Next, I adjust my stop block for the rest of the pieces. There are several pieces of the two remaining sizes. The last pieces to cut are the tops. They're 16.5 inches long and have two mitered ends. I set my miter saw to 45 degrees and use a square to trace 45-degree lines before cutting. Make sure everything is nice and precise. Take a square and trace a 45-degree line. And make sure the blade covers all of your trace. The first step in assembly is choosing two legs and setting them down so that the two parts are touching the table. This means the longest side of the leg, the one containing a flat side and an edge, are touching the table. Next, add a glue spot where each plank is gonna land. We're adding 5 planks per side with the spacing of 2 paint steering sticks between each. Start with the top plank and make sure it sits flush with the top of the sides. Always choose the best side of the wood to point towards the table, as that's the side that the people are gonna see. To make quick work of making this planter, I use a brad nailer. You could use a drill and screws if you want, but this is much quicker and a worthwhile investment if you're gonna make stuff like this a lot. Keep doing this until you've added 5 planks. Use the paint steering sticks to keep your spacing consistent all the way down. The fifth one will not touch the bottom. That's where the legs touch the ground and you don't want planks going all the way down. Make a second one exactly the same, then we're going to be ready to assemble them together. For the next part, we're going to join the two sides by using the 11.5-inch pieces. Add glue at the same spacings as the wood we added earlier. Now, same as earlier, we want the nicest part of the wood pointing towards the bottom. That's what people are gonna see. So take your 11.5-inch pieces, line them up like this, both sides. Make sure it's flush on the top and square on both sides. Carefully flip it over. And we're gonna do the same thing at the inside. It's a little tricky to come and nail those, but same idea as earlier. Start flush with the top, with the nicest side down. The next step, you decide how deep you want it, and then we're gonna glue and nail on the inside those two little boards. We're gonna run those 3 planks across those 2 boards for a flat bottom. For the bottom planks, I don't even add glue. Just put them on there. Put a generous amounts of glue here. People are gonna be grabbing onto this by the top while it's full of dirt. Make sure it's solid enough for that. some glue on the edges too. Just one for touching edges. This is ready to deliver to the client. Took me about 45 minutes to make. I'm making $40 extra on the top of the one she bought me first and wanted a second one. So make sure your stuff is nice and solid. People are going to be back for more. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the video, and see you next time.